I'm Jean Cannon, and I'm new to Wiki, but I have a website called Storyship that is a Wiki-based website, and it's oral history tradition. So the idea is that this is a website of first-person narratives, and so it kind of is, in a way, sort of standing Wikipedia on its head, because we want more stories. The more stories we have on one particular topic, the better idea we have of the truth of a certain idea or a certain story. Whereas we're not honing in on fact or our point of view is that truth is told by as many stories as possible. For instance, if you go, because truth and observation is so fallible, if you go to a car accident, you ask 10 people on the scene what they saw, they're all going to tell you a different story. And so anyone can add a story, anyone can comment on the story, but you can't change someone's story. Okay, so we've got a story here about potato guns, okay. So, and I think this is the only story on here about potato guns. But if we had 10 stories about potato guns or 100 stories about potato guns, they would all kind of tell a different story, giving you a fuller idea of the glories of potato guns. And the reason that where this started was when I was in 8th grade. I had this great history teacher who, our first lesson was, she handed us 20 versions of 20 first-person stories of the Battle of Lexington and Concord. And then all of us little 11-year-old kids had to be historians and decide what really happened there from reading all these different accounts, because they were all different. Nobody had the same story to tell. Who fired the first shot, who fell first, whatever. And so that gave me a great lesson in 8th grade about what history is all about, that it is not a fact, there's not one large truth about history. And because history is a history basically of rich white men, which we don't have to have that anymore. We can have history told by poor people, by women, by children, by anyone can be part of history. So Storyship is about history told writ large rather than by older white rich men. And I'd love to have anybody add a story to it, so. Thank you.